Okay, chaps. Dazza at the yard again. I'm going to do some work on this car. This is a year 2000 Subaru Legacy as a 5-speed transmission that was standard in most of these vehicles and the Imprezas as well. And today it's going to be the gearbox oil change, the transmission oil change. I brought it in here because it's a bit windy outside, and one of the things I want to do is, I think the capacity is 3.9 litres, but that's what I've been told. But what I'm going to do is drain it all out and measure it, and that'll be the best way, after obviously checking on the stick to see where it was. Hopefully it should be full anyway. It's a 30,000 mile service on these, and the funny thing is I've never had to do one in 20 years. I think because my first Legacy, I didn't even cover 30,000 miles in the I don't know, 10-15 years I had it. And then this one, it's just been a bit fortunate that I've just I think I got a freebie oil change at one stage when some other work was being done, and the second time was when the engine was out, being rebuilt, and I got this changed at the time as well. So anyway, it's time. It's 30,000 miles since the change, and it's due for its service on this transmission oil. So what I've done is I've just checked to see that this this item here, does that fit? Because it's got to go, we've got to go all the way down here. You can't see it, but there's a dipstick there. That's the filling point for it. So I'm going to use this, take the cap off the end here, and then use that to drop the oil into. There's better ways of doing it, I'm sure, funnels and other things you can use, and tape other bits and pieces, pipes and so on, but it's the best I've got. I mean, this is going to be a bit of improvisation, because you're not going to get a funnel probably with such a long snout, not from your average store, I'm sure, but such a long snout and narrow that goes all the way down, as I say, where the dipstick tube is. So that's the filling point, and then obviously the drain point is directly under, and we'll have a look and see what exactly that goes on there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, check what's in the stick, on the stick at the moment, see where we are on there, and then I'm going to and then I'm going to measure it absolutely to the litre, to the milliliter, should I say. Measure it so that I can get the right amount in without fiddling around, putting too much, too little. No, just knowing where I am. So I think it's 3.9 litres, but we shall see. Okay, so we're under here now, and I've got, as you can see, I've got some stands here. I've got a stand under there, the wheel behind the camera there, and I've now seen where this drain plug is. You can see it's a bit damp. I think maybe I haven't put the dipstick back or something, because I have lost some fluid. But anyway, what it looks like it could be is 21 mil. So there it is there. And what I'm going to do now, let's get the drain. Let's get the tray, and then let's drain this thing out. Let's have a look and see what exactly it is. So no, it's not. So that one then, that's a 21. Yeah, perfect. That's the one. So I'm using an empty tray here, because this gives me an indication of how much I need to put back in. So I don't know how much I've lost, because it's not quite on the stick, and I need to be topping up a bit more than what I'm going to be dropping out. But anyway, let's get this thing off of here. Where you could do with some gloves, actually. That's what I'll do. Gearbox fluid is always not much fun. Getting over your hands, bloody clothes. I've had this before, done all that before. So could do with avoiding that. Okay, so Let's get this out of it. And what I will do is I will drop this car down because we're a bit of a skew here actually with it being jacked up, so I'm going to drop it down on the deck, and that will then drain some more out. The other thing to do, have a look and see what the bung is like. Actually not bad. I haven't got I'm not sure if it's coming up on the camera, but it's a magnetic bung, and it picks up a load of swarf, but you don't want too much on there. So what I'm going to do is I'll clean that up, and then yeah, that doesn't look too bad actually. I'm going to clean that up and then put that back on. But what I'll do is, I say, I'll drop the car down first out, and get everything out of there. Okay, so we've yeah, as you saw, we dropped the car down, let the rest of the oil drain out, and that's all good now. So I'm now going to place the bung back in. I'm going to just clean up the bottom of this gearbox here. You can't see it, but it's a bit wet here, so I'm going to clean that up, because when I do the oil change shortly in the next month or so, I want to check that and make sure that it's dried up, in case we've got some sort of problem or leak. Let's clean this up. It seems a bit wet under here, so I'm not very sure what's happened. Whether dipstick, I'm surprised that would be the case. Possibly a seal, maybe, but anyway, we'll keep that as a watching brief. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, and now, so that's nice and clean. I'll clean that up. Only, as I say, only had a few burrs. It's magnetic, so it will pick up burrs and bits and pieces, but you don't want lots of rubbish on there. So let's slot that back in. Tray out the way. And that's what I want to measure. So let's spin it. I'm going to measure that, see how much has come out. I'll just give it a nip, that's all. Doesn't need much. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Okay. So that's that all under the card done. Now we're going to measure this out. This is 2 litres, so I'm going to measure these out in 2 litre intervals. Hopefully, we shouldn't have. Well, let's see what we have got in here. Let me just do this on the bench a bit easier. Easier to do it there. That's 2 litres. Let's the litre anyway. What's the next one? Let's have a look. So I won't make that. I'll make that 3.8 litres. 3.8 litres, isn't it? Good. So that's about right. That's what I was mostly expecting. But I think I was told 3.9 litres. That's fortunate because I think I've only got 4 litres anyway. So 3.8, and then we'll put that in. That'll do that. So got it, right. So it's going to be a case of filling this up. Let's see if I can do that side of it. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So I'm just going to take this off. Well, that looks to be just about on the min, isn't it? No, it's on the mats. There we go. That was 3.8 litres. So we'll do, we'll road test it now, and then I'll come back and just have another look and see. But that was 3.8 litres. 3.8 litres of fluid. Oh, you're going to be a part of my video? Huh? You're going to be part of my video, are you? What? Doing this for YouTube. Video.
What?
It's alright, my wife's come in to help me out. I've finished now. All part of the how-to.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
To help you Subaru owners. Anybody who wants help.
Who's going to be buying a Subaru?
Hmm?
Who's going to be buying a Subaru?
What, anymore? Well, they will. They'll come now.
What, because you've done your how-to?
Because I've done my how-to. Yeah. I've become a star. Anyway. So, there we go. So, yes, that was 3.8 litres of Motul, so what was it? It was Motul Gear 300, 75 W90. Fantastic stuff. Okay, thank you for watching. So, all I'm going to do now is I've just got to take this for a road test and see that this is all good. And then the job is done.